In the world of aviation recovery, there are projects and then there are miracles. For over 7 decades, a specific P-51 Mustang sat in a state of advanced decay. While the Mustang is celebrated as the Cadillac of the skies, the plane that won the air war over Europe, this particular airframe looked like nothing more than a rusted, skeletal remains of a forgotten era. It had been stripped of its Merlin engine, its cockpit instruments were long gone, and the aluminum skin was pitted with white death, the dreaded corrosion that eats through vintage aircraft. To any rational observer, this wasn't a plane, it was scrap metal. But for one dedicated team of restorers, it was a puzzle waiting for its final piece. Restoring a Mustang today isn't like fixing a vintage car. You can't just go to a dealership for parts. Because this aircraft had been abandoned for 70 years, the blueprints were often the only thing left. The backbone of the plane. If it's cracked or corroded, the plane cannot fly. Replacing a P-51 wing spar requires thousands of hours of precision machining to tolerances thinner than a human hair. The heart of the beast. Finding a period-correct Packard V16507 engine meant scouring the globe for a black that hadn't been turned into a tractor engine or melted down after World War II. Over 70 years, original rubber-coated wiring turns to dust. Restorers had to hand-thread miles of modern, fire-resistant wire that looked exactly like the 1944 original to satisfy both safety inspectors and historians. What makes this restoration unique is the sheer complexity of the P-51's design. It was the first aircraft to use laminar flow wings, designed to reduce drag. During the restoration, the team discovered that even a slight dent or a misplaced rivet, smaller than a penny, could ruin the aircraft's aerodynamics. Every single one of the tens of thousands of rivets had to be driven by hand. One person holds the bucking bar inside the cramped, dark fuselage, while another uses the rivet gun on the outside. It is a symphony of hammers that lasted for years. After 70 years of silence, the most terrifying moment of any restoration is the first start. The team gathered around the tarmac, fire extinguishers ready. The pilot primed the fuel, engaged the starter, and the massive 11-foot propeller began to churn. For a few seconds, there was only the sound of the starter motor, a mechanical whine. Then, a massive puff of blue smoke erupted from the exhaust stacks, followed by the iconic guttural bark of the Merlin engine. The ground shook. After 7 decades of abandonment, the Ghost was breathing again. This isn't just about a machine. It's about the fact that during World War II, North American Aviation built these planes in just 102 days. Yet, to restore this one, it took a team of master craftsmen, 10 years, and millions of dollars. Today, when that Mustang banks into a turn, the whistling sound of its gun ports, the famous Mustang howl, serves as a living memorial. It is a bridge between the greatest generation and the modern world, proving that with enough passion, even 70 years of rust cannot ground a legend.